Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. Today we're going to be working on a 2016 Dodge Charger RT. This thing's packed with a 5.7 liter Hemi. It's going to be a fun job. We're going to be replacing the water pump, the thermostat, and the serpentine belt. Okay, so here we go. I recommend setting up a good lighting system. First thing we want to do is pull this cover up. You don't want to just yank it up. If it binds up somewhere, take it off. Alright, it's kind of like peeling a banana. We're going to take the top part off first, work our way down to it. So the first thing I want to do is get me an 8mm. Move this stand out the way. I just got done doing a time belt water pump on the Honda Odyssey, so my tools are a little bit dysfunctional. First thing I'm going to do is 8mm. Take off the intake tubing. To get access to that. And in case you don't know, this is a very obvious water pump that's bad. You can wiggle that thing around. So the first thing we want to do is take the belt off. Just simply take a let's not take it off right now. Let's use brute strength to take it off. We'll worry about the other part when we get to it. I'm gonna try to sneak this thing out without taking the fan off. Alright. I'm gonna take a light. This thing ain't gonna have much coolant in it, I can tell you that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off this first clamp. Give it a little turn. We don't peel that hose and ruin it, so take a flathead and kind of get up under there. Or go around, break that seal. Once we got that seal broke. Alright, so you can see this is kind of freed up. I can wiggle that thing off. Seems to be fighting us a little bit. Just tuck it up out the way. Let's retrieve the flashlight that we dropped. Our next thing we're going to want to do is take off that tensioner. You can simply get this off with a 16 or a 5/8. Just crack it loose. I found that. This was the easiest one for me to find.
Okay, so we're gonna set that aside. I'll show you the trick on that. Alright, so it looks like maybe 12 or 13. Okay, it's going to be 13 millimeter bolts all the way around. You always want to replace the thermostat when the water pump goes bad. Let me see if this will work. Personally, to me, it looks like it's going to be better just to work around it. I'm definitely going to take that pulley out the way. It looks like a 13. This is your idler pulley. 13 off here. I'll start taking off. Essentially, this is already slid out, but you just squeeze that. Make sure this is pulled out. Squeeze a little tab. Slide that out. Okay, we know by looking at this that we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bolts. Since some of them are going to be a little harder to get to, probably going to use a little swivel. I'm going to go ahead and get the harder ones first. That bottom one. There's 2 bottom ones. Alright, so it helps to have the right tool. If you don't have one of these, invest in one. You might not use it a lot, but when you need it, you need it. Simply put this we're right in place like that. Take the other hand and just squeeze it. And lock it. You can slide it down. Voila. Take a power bar, just push that on its hose. I've never been off. We got loose enough now I can wiggle it off. Jacket's coming off, it's warming up. Alright, so now I'm gonna reach down there and kind of wiggle a little bit. As you can see, there ain't very much coolant in there. I'm not gonna zoom in on the bottom bolts, but it's I just told you the amount of bolts, so we'll probably use electric ratchet for most of them, but these first couple of hard ones is kind of tight. We're just This loose. Doesn't make much sense to take the harder ones off last, right? And then you got the weight of the water pump messing with you. Simple trick I like to do, I just slide the bolt into the hole in a new water pump, because there's going to be different lengths on some of them. You know where it's located at. See, that one's a little longer. It goes there. Just simply work our way around. I'm going to take a 13 with the swivel. There's a 13 left over here. Alright, so let's do, got one more over there. Little hidden one down there. Something right here, I guess. Yeah, right here. Whoop. I put that one in the wrong spot, that's what happened. So this one actually goes right here. Longer one goes there. Alright. We're gonna need a 10mm. This tube's probably gonna be a little tricky because I don't know if it powers up. First, we're gonna give a little test bump and see what happens. Yeah, we just kind of work that little thing out. We got one more bolt left on the water pump, which is going to be the center bolt right here. It's a different size too. It's going to be a 15 or 16. Let's see here. Alright, so it's gonna be 15. You're gonna notice that there's a Allen head bolt right here. When we go put the antifreeze back in there, we're gonna have to remove that. We fill it up until it starts to come out of that, and we can put it back in. So now we got off, we just fish it out the way. Work harder, or work smarter, not harder. Simple process. See all that caked up gum? Gummy gum gum gum. Alright, now we're gonna use about 3 razor blades. I don't like to use the whiz wheel because it's that really soft aluminum. You don't want to make the surface unflat. So the first thing we're going to do is just get a bulk of this stuff off. Give you a few paper towels or some shop towels or whatever you got. Wipe this off. This first scraping is a rough one. Let's get some big stuff off. A little flathead or something, just get down there and kind of get some of this other stuff off. Little cracks and crevices. Now you're gonna want to take some brake cleaning. Little love blast. Now you're going to want to take a fresh razor blade and true up the surface. I use a special sealant that I've been using for years. It's called the Right Stuff. Never had a water pump leak because it has the ability to fill in any of these microscopic cracks or blemishes that I may miss during the scraping process. Alright, now you want to give it another little love spray. Third one here somewhere. Here she goes. Do one more pass. This time I kind of come at an angle and do a little like a sideways. Don't answer the phone or get distracted during a process like this. Focus on the job at hand and the task at hand. Okay, so now I just want to spray it one more time. And you're going to take this and just rub it down. It feels really smooth to me. If you feel any bumpy spots, I just felt one little bumpy spot. I'm gonna go back over right here. I need to go left-handed to get it. That should do it. Alright, so let's see what kind of gasket stuff we got in here. Let's open this up. Cool little gasket. Alright, now I'm gonna turn this thing around like this. Let me get this over here. Nothing's metal anymore. Alright. See if I can set a light up here that you can see. Alright. Obviously we gotta prep the new water pump, so I'm gonna take all these bolts that we took out the other one, set them in the hole here. One at a time? Yeah. I'm gonna get that other one that we took out. Set this over here. Get some stuff out of the way. Alright, so we got the bolts set up in there. And now we're gonna get our right stuff. This is good stuff right here. Works every time. First thing we're gonna do, give this one more spray. We want this to be nice and dry. By the time we get done doing what we're doing, the gasket will be ready. You want to get a couple pressure gloves ready. Pull this out the way. Set this right here. We want to take this stuff and kind of spread it around a little bit. I'm sure the gasket would seal up without it 75% of the time, but this ensures that it seals up every single time. Don't skip this step. Don't be one of them guys that has to do a job twice. Alright, now we just simply want to wrap it all the way around. You want to be generous with it, but you don't want to go crazy with it. This stuff works for oil and coolant. Okay, we put a generous amount of goo around that new O-ring. push it down in there, have a nice seal there. And we're going to take the little 10mm and put it back in place. That's good. All right, now we want to go ahead and think ahead and get us a Allen socket that fits the vent hole, ready to rock. If it was kind of, it probably worked, but if it was a little loose. So that's an 8mm Allen headed socket. You just want to, I'm going to take this out, because if you don't take this out, you'll never get this air out of the system. Pretty tight. We don't got to take it all the way out for it now. Alright, let's go ahead and thermostat out. Got our new thermostat. I'm gonna give this a little love spray. Nothing crazy, wipe it down real good. Take our razor blade. Give it a rough scrape, nothing crazy. You don't want to put no indentions in it. Give another little love spray. Folks, this isn't rocket science. Nothing to be scared of. Again, we're going to use my right stuff. Put safety coat in there. And just rub it around. I'm not over exaggerating the power of this stuff. Stuff's amazing. Helps me sleep at night, I can tell you that. I never one time woke up in the middle of the night and said, dang, I wonder if my thermostat and that water pump sealed up. So we're going to go ahead and set this in place. Down in like so. I'm going to take our 2 bolts. That's it right here. Put it on there. Don't fully tighten it so they're both kind of flush. Also, do not tighten it with your ratchet. Use the actual regular ratchet. Or should I say, don't tighten with your electric ratchet. I'm not going to put that on yet because I'm going to slide this hose up from the bottom. Now that she's up on there, I can take the clamp and gently move it in place. Give me a thumbs up if you like this little clamp tool. Please. Go the hell out of him. They're all loose. It's a nice little tool. I'm a Milwaukee guy. Got a Milwaukee push mower, weed eater, impact gun, ratchet, whole 9 yards. They're just a pain in the ass. Alright. But Amazon. Alright. I think he should give some of his money back though. I think between him, Elon Musk, and whoever owns Apple now, who knows. You take about 4 of those billionaires, they could give away enough money to end poverty and homelessness, and it wouldn't even put a dent in their checkbook. Don't get greedy. Always be kind. Always be generous. I gotta check my friend real quick. He knows everything. His name's Google. 2016 Dodge Charger 5.7 Hemi belt routing guide. Einstein says you don't have to remember anything that's written down. That was one of his favorite sayings. If any of y'all are digging some of my videos and you're working on any kind of car, don't hesitate to private message me on any video. It don't matter. I don't mind giving out pointers. There's a lot of jobs I may never get a chance to make a video on that I've done. Now, if you live in Virginia Beach and you're competing against me, nope. I'm just kidding. I'll still help you. I didn't feel like digging for my tensioner tool, and that one's the easy one. Alright, so now we want to take the sensor out of here. Or something come over here and find the right size, so I gotta walk back and forth. Boy, I had time. On the Honda Odyssey. I didn't even do a video on it because it was making me so mad. If you want to find out how to take off a crank bolt on a Honda Odyssey or Acura, check out the bump stop trick on my short. But I will say I snapped 3 or 4 of my good sockets before I finally got a real thick one that didn't snap. The engine didn't sound like it was missing when I first fired it up. And I've gotten lucky before in these kind of cars. Alright, so that sensor's in there. Let's put that bad boy in there like that. Let's put this hose on now. We don't gotta use our fancy. There you go. Now it'll work. I've had so many of these things over the years, and I always lose them. Or maybe other people like them better than me. They're taking them from me. We're gonna hook up our little burper. If you don't own one of these, buy 2 of them. These things are amazing. The reason why I say buy 2 of them, for some reason the little green things that disappear in here. buy a tool and we got double with that, real cheap. Makes you look cool on it for the customer too. They're like, wow, what's that thing? Alright, we got that. We're gonna go ahead and introduce some antifreeze to it. But I can do the full burp because we're in our garage. I'm gonna back it out in a second. I don't know if you hear it, it's like a sss. Can you hear it? You can feel it. It's like pushing air out. I hear it now. She's about to come. Let's see her coming up now. Alright, now we just screw the little thing back in there. And we got 90% of the air out of there. I'm gonna leave this here because some of these are kind of funky. Sometimes you gotta mess with them twice. All right, let's put some light in. Make sure everything's out our way. Make sure your camera's still on. Yep. Camera's still on. Oh yeah. Let's get this bad boy out of the garage. We're just gonna have to let this run for a little while. As you see, I'm all set up to do a pressure washing and detailing. Alright, so these are the two basic things you're gonna need. I recommend using a low pressure electric pressure washer. You don't want to extremely blast this thing. You just want to knock the dust off it. Today's cars got a lot of advanced electronics on them. You don't want to nail them real hard. I like to start at the top. Work my way down. And you want to start on the side. You don't want to basically. Forgot about the beauty cover. I didn't want to start it up. Now it's time for us to put the Hemi badge on there. Now she's mean looking again. Alright, we'll let the engine normal operating temperature dry it up, and then we'll go ahead and create a little shine on her. Now you just want to apply some shine. Give it a little shine. Try not to get none on the windows. Take your little blower, spread it out evenly. With your ball, paper towel, and just wipe some of the basic flat parts. And that's it. Voila!